Greetings. I hear the sun's living rent-free in their head. Is that true? Is that true? It's okay. How do you go outside and the sun not live rent-free in your head? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I really don't care to. I really don't care to do anything about that. It's just what it is. She said they're freaking out because you're unbothered. Well, you know, I mean, oh man, I am kind of bothered. I forgot to let Daisy out. Yeah, she's more important than y'all. I'm so sorry. What did we learn? When you try to burn an Earth Angel, God burns man. Come on, let's go outside. Come on. Get outside. You're so quiet, you didn't make any sound when I came in. Chill. When you try to burn star seeds, God burns man. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, you would think that they would have quit the dark magic stuff about the time Lake Isabella earthquake popped up on, on Mother's Day. That's what it is. I'm all for making a name for yourself, but natural disasters on holidays from witchcraft, that shit just doesn't make any sense to me. And all over money at that. All over money. It's just what it is. Well, I hope it was worth it. I hope the risk was worth the reward. Simple enough. Simple enough. Now, I hear that there's some individuals having some health concerns. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I know a great healer. Not that that's really going to do him any good, because I don't think there's any way for him to get out of it. And, I mean, it's what it is. When I hear y'all say that confirmation. She said everything they send to Pisces taught Pisces, because Pisces knows how to connect to spirit and talks to dead people. This is what it is. I mean, the class is called Connecting with Spirit for a reason. And yeah, I mean, who knows what they have done. And it really doesn't matter. I mean, going around and paying practitioners and that shit going back on them. When y'all say they traveled country to country pulling it off, it's just what it is. I mean, go complain to Italy. I know it was underwater on my birthday. It's just what it is. And I hear doctors are involved. Is that Dr. Hot to a girl? It's just what it is. We have to leave that in the past. Just gotta leave it in the past. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, when you research the Eye of Ra, that puts me at the eye of the storm. So that's just a lot of chaos and calamity and shit going on outside of my energetic field. Simple enough. Simple enough. Right? And I mean, when I hear them saying that they didn't want the crown to wake up, and they tried to take the crown, and they tried to affect the intuition, and they tried to take the spiritual protection, and now they don't have any. That's going to be a rough 8 years for them, especially with fall coming up. So, it's just what it is. Just what it is. Now, I hear that a near-death experience surrounding a protected individual was going to bring a lot more clarity into the depth of the deception. And that's fine. We'll get that energy out of there. God got us all that is. Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters, the Divine White Light. I should be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So that's going to be the thing. They can call me 5-star crazy all day long. I can call them natural disasters on the holidays. And that's just what it is. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I mean, it's called a divine test of souls for a reason. And yeah, pass or fail, the sun's still the happiest card in the deck. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. A lot of that talk about, there goes Daisy. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of that talk about altering documents and stealing mail and all that weird shit. It's just what it is. We'll just keep the natural disasters coming until people can wise up to quit going against God. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. I hear it's a huge message of concern for others, and that's fine. They need to be concerned. It's good to be concerned. It's good to be concerned. All right. I know nothing's going to stop the destined plan or, thank you, Spirit, the new start, because that's what it was. I mean, when you tell the angels what you want, that's what Dolores Cannon said. Tell the angels what you want and then sit back and watch the magic happen. So while I'm telling them what I want about getting back on track and people out of the divine's way, you end up with natural disasters at Burning Man. I mean, even Mystic 9 can tell you that when evil goes up against an earth angel, then war angels and their destruction are soon to follow. Now, you can't have a reader say something like that and then me going around looking for destruction. And it did. It followed. She was absolutely on point. She was absolutely on point. And, you know, I mean, telling them stop, no, and don't. And they just keep going and going and going like they have nothing to lose up against the gods. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. I hear a lot of them are worried that this is basically their end. And I mean, that would be the thing. When I hear you readers say that the divine allowed them to destiny swap, and being a fire and a water sign, that just means that they're destiny swapping with fire and water. Thank you, Spirit. That does fall in. That falls into the Christ halo activation and judging the living and the dead. So, simple enough. Simple enough. That's what it is. I mean, I'm not responsible for what other people believe because I know the thoughts create reality. Thank you, Spirit. And I mean, their reality is obviously in shambles if they're fighting on the other side of my hedges, and it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Did we ever find that earth angel they couldn't sacrifice? Or do we just still have a list they can't find from children on an island? That's what it is. You got to keep in mind, knowing these individuals. Ooh, I saw something about 3-Eye Atlas being a Lyrian fleet coming in. That matches up with Leo rising pretty good. That would be 7 rings of fire. Can't do anything about that. And Saturn is pretty much a prison planet for these individuals, so who knows? That's what it is. That's what they say. You can't believe everything that they say. You can imagine a world, if you would, where Dr. Hot Girl is still letting God traffic humans in the New Mexico deluge with floodwaters, while Bashar's talking about mantis star seeds and alpha draconians eating babies on an island. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Simple enough. She said, Pisces, you set the bar so high that people in their own field can't get it. That's what it is. I mean, I was a troubleshooter for quite some time until my injury. Thank you, Spirit. And I mean, just the simple fact that these people wanted to be healers or copy the healer's journey when there's rites of passage that come along with that healing. That's what it is. And I mean, you can't put them in a predicament like that. I mean, they obviously put the fool in a predicament too, but God protects the fool. That's what it is. And you got readers talking about, they can't figure out how I keep going to the doctor with things that I'm never going to recover from, get the diagnosis, and then they have to make up something else. That goes along with Dana White. Thank you, Spirit. What does Dana White say? He won't go to a GP, to a general practitioner, because they don't know what they're talking about. Same thing Dolores Cannon said, right? And now you've got RFK Jr. and Warren battling it out behind the scenes over them taking $850 million from pharmaceutical companies or something like that. Who knows? It's fucking numbers are numbers. All an angel number to me. It's just what it is. Simple enough. However, we knew they do this every lifetime. Now's where they'll start turning on each other. Thank you, Spirit, because they realize it is. It's like the movie Set It Off. You know, they're having a whole lot of fun in the background when you know they're doing the bank rubies and all that fun stuff. But then when the doors and the walls start closing in on them, like Burning Man, oh, people getting blown around at Burning Man, dirt and mud slapping them in the face. Their orgy dome, it went to shit. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. I mean, that's what they have to look forward to. And I mean, when I hear that God wants peace, I agree with that. I agree with that. God wants peace, but he also wants them to come clean about the situation. And me, I'm reverse aging. Thank you, Spirit. I'm focusing on my path, reverse aging, focusing on healing, things of that nature. Still looking for that earth angel they couldn't sacrifice. They want Pisces to shut up, and that's fine. I want to find that earth angel they couldn't sacrifice. And when I hear readers consistently confirming that now they're going through bloodline, 11 o'clock on the dot, that's what it is, right when that notification came in. So it tells me all I need to know about, it's the shamanic bloodline curse. They have rites of passage they're going to have to go through over the next 8 years, whether it be this lifetime or the next. That's the way it is. And I mean, anytime I hear a reader say that there was a message of concern that came to the sun, I never received anything. No phone call. If they took anything out of my mail, that's fucking what it is. I bet they are in despair. I can't do anything about that. Simple enough. You know, I don't want readers out there thinking that, you know, something was supposed to come to me and I received it. I haven't received anything. That's what natural disasters named after them on holidays, I've received those. I got those. That's about it. All of their spiritual protection, I got that too. I got that too. That's what it is. A hell of an insane connection to the Most High. Yep, got that. Certainly do. We got that. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Continue to heal from all the things that are just, it's just what it is. We're creating miracles. While we're creating miracles, they're not. They're going to hate that. And that's fine. I'm not responsible for what people like and what they don't like. But when I hear them say that Pisces ancestors don't play and we're ascending to the new earth while they're descending back into the control matrix, and that's what it is. I mean, I'm going to continue raising my vibration until I rattle the fucking shatter everything that's holding on to me of a negative nature. Because a negative and a negative equal a negative. So that's what it is. And then they got 8 years to figure out how to fucking detach cards in the upright. No, cool. We'll flip it around. What is the focus on the situation? 2 of strands. Look at that. Dual lights. It's just what it is. We're going to focus on like that attracts like. That's what it is. You can't have these situations where they only give a shit about money. And you've got all of those bribes and people paying this person and that person and running around in the background trying to get something done that did nothing except cause natural disasters. Congratulations. That's what they get credit for. They get credit for their natural disasters. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. That's what it is. Every time I see this card, I think of the Goonies. You remember that guy from the Goonies? It's just what it is. Data. That's what it is. Came in the upside down. So we'll hold that for the intentions card. What are we looking at? Oh boy, the Page of Spokes. It's just what it is. Kind of driving with the sun to the left of them. That's what it is. I hear they tried to sacrifice the Earth Angel to the devil. That'd be the left-hand path, and didn't work out very well for him. No, it certainly didn't. I mean, that's going to be a message of concern in itself. Is if you had groups, gaggles, hives, herds that wanted to sacrifice an earth angel to the devil, what kind of stupidity is that? Think about that. The devil doesn't want the earth angel. That's a protected individual. The devil wants all of them without any spiritual protection. That's what it is. It's a total Anton LaVey situation. And that's something else. You know, when y'all talk about someone being stuck in the astral from astral projection, there was some content about Antoine LaVey that he was stuck in the astral. And I'm telling you, INFJ Pocahontas That's one thing that they're never going to be able to convince me. That's what it is. She was arrested at the same time as a paranormal INFJ around August. And that's when the secret they don't want anyone to know, it's when they were using Jinn on the tarot community. That's what it is. Simple enough. It's what was in the cards. That's the paranormal body cam footage. They can't fucking explain with a shadow entity, right? You've got them trying to... They can't believe what they did last time to the Earth Angel didn't work this time. Well, then cool. That means there was a last time. And whatever that last time was, they will all be going through it. Yeah, and I'm detaching from that. So it is. Pisces, you will witness their karma. We'll at least be watching that aspect of whatever they did. I bet they are fighting. Look at that. 7 of spokes. And that would be the thing, because it's mirroring back their karma. It's basically, it doesn't matter what they put out, it goes right back on them. That's what it is. You give love, you receive love. You give hate, you receive hate. That's what it is. They give greed. Now you've got a bunch of greedy goblins, and it will. That greedy goblin will eat them alive. It causes the obsession. And we knew that was going. We already said that. It's just been healed over time. That's what it is. They spend all day. It's the thing you got to think. How is YouTube stuck in this situation? Well, if that is true, what these ladies are saying, that they kept coming to this window or this mirror every day waiting to see the demise of an Earth Angel, and I keep losing views, well, then that tells me all I need to know about what they put out going back on them. The 2 of Strands. The 2 of Strands. In the upright position, the 2 of Strands beckons you like the lights of the Palace Arcade, inviting you to come play some new games, set a high score, and make your mark. Honor the eagerness you feel, but allow yourself to have a beginner's mindset. It's important to fully experience your journey, allowing for proper planning and learning along the way. Having an 8-year cycle right before November, and when I hear you ladies say that this November is very significant, well, yeah, that was the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving last year. And it's what it is. I mean, if manifestations happen in 3, 6, 9, it's what it is. And I mean, you're looking at 12, so you're adding, who knows? One of my favorite things about the Higher Balance Institute, when you're dealing with spiritual phenomenon, you will waste all of your time in the rabbit hole trying to figure it out. Why the fuck would you even want to? Why would you want to figure out God's plan and not follow it? Simple enough. Simple enough. Strands. In the land of strands. And I mean, hearing that energy in the cards, we knew that was coming. Them fighting in the background. They wanted you to go crazy. Now they are going crazy. They wanted you in altercations. Now they will be in altercations. They wanted you broke, busted, and disgusted. Now they will be broke, busted, and disgusted. It's what it is. Pisces. They went up against a generational curse breaker. Yes, and now we're breaking ancestral curses. That means they've got Pisces ancestors that don't play. They say Pisces ancestors don't play. And if you're dealing with a Pisces walking between the worlds as a life path 8, that means I'm karma in all timelines, spaces, and dimensions. There's a huge difference between a karmic receiving karma and a karma earth angel bringing it, baby. That's what it is. I bring the karma. The 6 of Strands in the upside down. Success can appear in many ways, and the upside down 6 of Strands can suggest that you're struggling to reconcile your version of winning with someone else's. Hey, what's up, Di? If you are proud of simply making it on the leaderboard, but see a friend angry because they came in second place instead of first, don't question your feelings of pride and validation. Other people's journeys are not yours, nor should they be. Well, that's a prime, that's a confirmation right there of this bloodline curse. What it is, that is specific. That whatever they wanted for someone else, especially in the healer's journey, not a fool's journey. It starts out as the fool's journey. That's what it is. But on a healing journey, and they want to copy a healer because they like the ideas. They want to copycat the ideas about healing. Great. They have no idea the rites of passage that were achieved along that journey. And that's what all of these readers are talking about, is they will be forced to heal, forced to go through all those rites of passage. How's work, Di? Good deal, man. The Page of Spokes. Page of Spokes. The Page of Spokes. In the upside down position for our awareness card, there is still a creative force idling inside of you, but for the time being, you feel inclined to keep it a secret. Hey Pisces, you guys have to move in silence doing ninja moves? Is that true? You have to move in silence so that whatever you're doing, the devil can't destroy? Well, number one, that means there is a devil out there trying to destroy whatever you're doing. And that means that whoever is a part of that group now knows that, and they will be getting, the bloodline curse along with it. It's group karma. And now that they know they're getting group karma, that would probably be the arguments and the discrepancies in the background that these ladies are talking about. There's still a creative spark inside of you, but for the time being, you feel inclined to keep it a secret. Examine whether this is being done out of a desire to protect the idea until it's fully formed, or whether you're limiting yourself with intense, unfair criticisms. And that's what it is. I think that's one of the best things I've heard any of the readers say. Is that they brought flying monkeys to our show. This isn't a flying monkey circus. No. That's not our circus. Not our circus, not our flying monkeys. They came to, we're like trapeze artists. We're like trapeze artists or we're unicorns on unicycles. It doesn't make us any better than the trapeze artists. We're just unicorns. And we're on a unicycle. We've been practicing unicycle riding longer than the people on a bicycle, giving people a hump or a pump or whatever you guys call it. Burning Man. It's what it is. It's just what it is. They try to burn an earth angel, God burns man. Simple enough, right? And it's the thing is, nobody's laughing anymore. No. God always gets the last laugh. And if I know that is my dharma, is to witness their karma, I'm laughing the whole way. They laughed all the way to the bank, I'm laughing all the way to their lesson. Simple enough. Simple enough. And you got to keep in mind, authenticity is a stronger vibration than love. So when you're your true authentic nature, the universe loves that. That's why if you have an INFJ morbid sense of humor, we love dark humor. That's what it is. And we said stop, no, and don't. We cared when we said stop, no, and don't, that shit was going to backfire. And now that it's backfiring on everyone, that's funny as fuck. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. When you go up against the divine and it backfires and hits you right in the face, when the mob gets involved and now they all need a mop to go clean up Italy on my birthday, that shit's hilarious. Weren't they trying to take the Earth Angel's birthday away? So God just said, you know what? You guys just don't need Italy. That's what it is. Jesus turned water into wine. This round, God turned Italy into water. It's true. It's true. The Watchers said so. I couldn't make this shit up any better if I tried. And I think that's probably one of the more intriguing parts to this entire thing is trying to sit down and explain any of this to a professional half-wit. They're going to always think you're crazy. Oh, they can put anything on Google. Well, yeah, usually the information that you are unaware of. We have experience in that information that we're telling you to go Google it so we don't have to fucking sit here and explain it to you. But no, you don't have time for that. You have time to take that pen that's mightier than the sword because it's for the love of money. It's just what it is. You get paid to poison people, and that's fine. And Dolores Cannon said that. So you don't want to go to these people over your intuitive gifts because they do. They want to medicate you. Oh, that person's crazy. Well, we have classes for our brand of crazy. While you're sitting there with that pen doing the same insane thing over and over again, you're causing side effects. You're doing the same insane thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's called a treatment matrix, and now you're getting karma because you will forever be known as Dr. Hot Tug Girl, spit on New Mexico. That's what it is. I mean, God trafficking humans across Lincoln County with floodwaters. Oh man, that shit is hilarious. Right at the same time as the Hot Tug Girl, doesn't get any better than that. We have to master the art of detachment. We have to let that shit go. We have to let Dr. Hawk 2 Girl of the New Mexico human trafficking with flood water crew. It's just what it is. We got to let them go to their demise. Simple enough. Simple enough. That's what it is. You can't tell me that when evil goes up against an earth angel, war angels and their destruction soon follow. And then me just sitting back and observing and finding these natural disasters that just follow evil everywhere it goes, like a shitstorm rain cloud over their head. I mean, that's the whole point of the Empress energy, right? Is you visit these areas and it's a spiritual test, and then when you pull your energy back, they get their karma. That's what it is. It's called a divine test of souls for a reason, right? And if it wasn't broke, you can't fix it. Scott, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. But this shit is so broken, flooded, burned up, slammed, stormed. It's just what it is. God brings the storms in situations like these. Right? And that's what it is. There is no criticism. Was when I said stop, no, and don't. You could have criticized me then. Now that you're you can't heal people in a natural disaster. No. Fucking, they're healed permanently. That's a permanent healing when a natural disaster strikes. Burning Man, that shit's permanently healed. 5 of Scoops. And you can't tell me they weren't doing rituals and shit there. We were waiting to see where the next natural disaster was that was going to be surrounding polyamory rituals, human sacrifice. That's what it is. Where was it at, Burning Man? It popped right up. We've been sitting here waiting to see where the next natural disaster was that fit those 3 criteria. Polyamory, cool, their orgy dome, gone, right? Human sacrifice, didn't they find a guy in a pool of juice? Okay, cool. Natural disaster, winds, storms. There was new life born there. Amazing how that works. So you can't make it up any better. We've been waiting to see where the next natural disaster was going to strike. Over evil going up against an earth angel, and war angels and their destruction are soon to follow, because they're doing everything they can to burn an earth angel. Wouldn't you know, God burned man. It's just what it is. It's a learning experience. You bet it is. Can't get no more synchronistic than that. The 5 of Scoops. Man, we get this card all the time. You go through all of these Stranger Things readings. We're constantly getting this 5 of Scoops. Because what comes in 3s goes in 4s, and divine justice is the 5 of Swords. You may think things can't get any worse. Perhaps you've been forced to take a job at the mall instead of go to college. As demeaning as your current circumstances may feel, hope is there if you're willing to seek it. Try to take a step back and examine how you're handling your current loss. Are you focusing more on what's missing than what you have? Pull yourself out of the negativity and shift your attention to how you can get things back on track. Well, I would say getting things back on track would be coming clean with the device, what it is they can't. They're not going to come forward with whatever they've done. They're stuck in despair, and that's fine. That's fine. Let the fights ensue. More natural disasters, please. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I guarantee you that as we continue on our divine path, nobody will ever fucking get in the way of it again, will they? 7 of Spokes. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. That's what it is. Anyway, it is a learning experience. However, keep in mind, every time I hear a reader say that, the magic that worked last time didn't work this time. Oh, what? You mean when INFJ Pocahontas and I was arrested? It's just what it is. You've got all of that wrongful imprisonment energy all off in the cards. Cool. That will be going back on all of them. Sweet. And I don't make the rules. I can't do anything about universal law of what comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. It's a learning experience. Absolute learning experience. The 7 of Spokes in the upright. The 7 of Spokes suggests that your imagination may be getting the better of you, smoothing over flaws in your life because you're so focused on what it could be instead of what it is. It is what it is, baby. This card calls for practicality, logic, and action. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't jump on your skateboard and zoom. Yeah, I hear there's going to be a lot of people running from their problems. It's just what it is. Are they running from ice cream trucks in Virginia and Texas? Is that shit true? Is that true? Are they really using ice cream trucks to smuggle kids to the aliens? Is that what they're doing? Who knows? Are they really feeding Alpha Draconians kids out of an ice cream truck now? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. They'll find a new way because you got to think they're that. That blood ritual energy that these ladies have in the card comes from virgin blood. Period. They need the child's virgin blood in fear because of the chemicals that it releases for entertainment purposes only. So when you hear these readers talking about they need that child in fear, so they shape shift in front of it. Monsters Inc. was a Loosh, whatever these people are talking about. It's all a big fucking cover-up. It's all a huge cover-up. They're giving you influencers that are great paid actors that get you focused on one aspect of things. Astral entities, da-da-da-da-da. We'll get them focused on these astral entities. That way it takes their focus off of the true fucking problem going on in the background. So, that's what it is. Simple enough, right? I mean, you got to keep in mind, when I went to... They don't like the seer. Well, you mean an INFJ seer of souls? They make content about that. I don't have to explain my abilities to anybody. Or how many hours within years I used to develop them. I don't have to explain that shit to anyone. I don't have fucking time. I don't have time to sit here and tell you how many hours I put into the years. I have a very special set of abilities that make me a fucking nightmare for you people. So, going to the Austin city limits, it's what it is. We were just talking about this last night, right? You're talking about catching Beyonce. Man, I'm telling you, fucking Doja Cat, I freak them. I trigger them, right? And it's very, very easy to spot. I worked the security of the artist lounge. And when they come past, they sense me like nobody's business and can't figure it out. They can't figure out the connection. because my energy affects them in ways they don't understand. And as a seer, I'm sitting there fucking shocked and appalled at the energy that I'm seeing walking across with these individuals. Simple enough. That's what it is. You've got camera artists picking that shit. You've got these photographers picking the shit up when they're on stage. I see it standing still looking at them. It's a gift. That gift of sight that the Earth Angel has. Yeah, I'm telling you what it does. What is the blessing and the curse? You can't see the things that I can. There's plenty of classes. There's plenty of classes to go develop that gift. But no, people want reward without effort. They don't want to invest in themselves, go through all the trials, tribulations, whatever, put forth the effort investing in themselves to be able to have these gifts. And then when you try to talk about these gifts with someone that has no fucking class, for one, they have no class. See, there's classes for these gifts, and they tell you that you're crazy because they have no class. They have no education. They're a fucking half-wit, and they hold that fucking, I'm a professional half-wit with no fucking class. They hold that title up there, which basically what that is. Hey, look at this certificate I've got that has absolutely nothing to do with developing your gifts. It's an edge. We're book smart, but we have no fucking experience in anything that you're talking about. But we know all about droogs. Here, let's write you out a fucking prescription there. Doesn't matter that you've got class that we don't have. We've got droogs. We've got droog. We don't need class. We have droogs. That's the truth that's coming out. So simple enough. Enjoy it. I mean, that's what it is. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need a duper with a prescription book. I need him in more natural disasters. I need more floods. I need more fires. I need more Burning Man. Attorneys and everybody was at Burning Man? Cool. 70-mile-an-hour winds. Get after it. It's just what it is. That's what we need more of. Simple enough. Maybe sooner or later, stop, no, and don't will be listened to the first time. That's what it is. You got to keep in mind. The INFJ is used to that. That's why they make memes of Tony Stark. With the whole fucking world exploding behind him. Oh, when what the INFJ predicted finally happens after no one believing them. So we always know what the outcome is going to be. It's going to be a whole fucking mountain range going up in the air. We always know what the outcome is going to be. That's why we're the Tony Stark. Standing in the front while you're blowing the fuck up behind us. We're just standing there. We're blowing up like this while you're blowing up like that. Simple enough. Simple enough. Right? So keep that. And we've got 8 years. We've got 8 years of all that shit behind the INFJ to look forward to. So that's what it is. Bloodline. And that was what we were trying to stop. The whole group, 50,000, 50 fucking million. There's 8 billion people on the planet. Okay, great. So 50 million of that 8 billion wanted one person, hung up on a cross, and now 50 million of them have their bloodlines cursed, or however many are in that mountain range that's blowing up behind Tony Stark. 50 million, 100 million, that's what it is. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So you pick a number between 1 and 8 billion, and that's how many people are in that mountain range while Tony Stark's going forward. This is simple enough. Stop, no, and don't is what keeps that from happening, but they don't listen to that shit. So now that we're here, bring on more of that. Hit more buttons, whatever the fuck you got to do. Keep moving on your path. Namaste.